estaba cocinando, pero yo me corté el dedo. I really hope you heard something wrong with that, because if you did not, then this video I am making for you, my friend. Hola a todos, me llamo elysse daVega y hoy estoy aquí para enseñarte cómo pronunciar las letras del alfabeto español. I understand that it can be a little bit difficult for people sometimes who are non-native speakers, because they're wondering, you know, why doesn't my accent flow quite like I want it to? Why am I tripping over words? Why don't I sound native? I want to sound native. I personally don't understand the obsession with sounding native, because it's okay to be a non-native speaker. It's okay, you know. But today I thought that I would go over some of the most difficult consonants, only consonants, because vowels and diphthongs are totally complicated, different story. We're just doing consonants today, and I'm gonna go in alphabetical order. So let's go ahead. La primera letra es B. B in English and B in Spanish are two totally different things. In my opinion, maybe I'm just a nitpicker, I don't know. So I want you to listen to these two words, one in English and one in Spanish, and try to focus on my mouth and listen to the difference. Bucket. Bache. When you listen to that word bucket, it's really like a harsh sound. It just cuts straight into the word bucket. In comparison, bache, which means a pothole, is a softer B sound. Now, you can totally tell the difference if I said estaba and if I said estaba. It's all about making your lips touch. Oh, my phone is ringing. Okay, people were trying to sell me a credit card. Not today. Important thing to understand is that accents are produced by specific tongue placements, teeth placements, whatever is happening physically in here. In this case, be, you can see that I'm pulling my lips back quite a lot when I say be. In English, of course. Bucket. That's like a really harsh word. But if I said bache, it's much softer. Bucket. Bache. You don't see me saying bache, do you? No, it's bache. Be gentle with the bache. Do not accent the bache. Treat it like a baby. You wouldn't accent a baby, would you? Moving on. Say. Everybody understands say. It's, you know, it makes a k sound in front of a, e, and o, and it makes a s sound in front of e and e. Unless, of course, you are a Spaniard and you're from Spain. And in which case you would pronounce it like th. I personally do not, because I don't speak Spanish around people who pronounce it like that. Most of the people I talk to, because I live in Florida, they're Cubanos or Venezuelan or they're Puerto Ricanas, so I don't really get in close contact with a lot of people who speak like this. Esta ciudad es en el centro del estado or something like that. It's really extra. I find it quite extra. Okay, Spain. Fun fact, they actually all started talking like that because King Philip, he talked with a lisp and all his subjects thought they would mimic him. Not to mock him, but to, you know, it's like, oh mighty lisp man, we love your lisp. And then it just caught on, so good job Spain, right? De is a very important letter, major key. DJ Khaled, listen up. My dog, Doug, just did a doo-doo. Chill out. Now, I don't know whether to be more perturbed by the fact that those D's sounded really harsh and weird, or the fact that this is not a dog. Once again, please be gentle. This is not un dedo, it's un dedo. In English, to produce a D sound, you press your tongue up against the back of your front teeth and you hum. Dog. But to form it in Spanish, you more put your tongue in between your two sets of teeth and then hum. So, dedo. Dedo. Our D sounds are what's called a voiced dental fricative. In English, it's called a voiced dental stop. So, voiced dental fricative will be de, and in English, it's de. So you can see the difference. One is soft, one is more harsh. H. Sh. In front of a vowel, H does not exist. I, oi, wir, huelga, stuff like that. You don't hear the H, do you? No. Okay, leave H alone, 2K17. But there are compound sounds in which H plays a part, like che, otherwise H is completely silent. Jota. Jota is what you want H to be, the H sound that we have in Spanish. So it's not a jalapeno, it's a jalapeno. P. Put your hand in front of your mouth like so and say the following words. Police, payroll, pig, p-p-p. You feel the puffs of air coming out. In English, we have very breathy P's. Can't survive without them, we love a good puff. So to pronounce a Spanish P, you would also follow the same rules as B, which is just not as much pulling your lips back. P, puerco, pintar, para. So if you put your hand in front of your mouth and you say those words that I just said, and you feel less air coming out, that's how you know that you're well on your way to pronouncing the P. That rhymed though! Oh, I'm excited. Phonics, more like phonics. ere. There is a lot of trouble with this one. Some people can roll their R's, and some people will just never be able to. And that is okay, because you know what? You're on the right track, baby. You were born this way. I'm so sorry. Note that most of the time, the R's are only rolled when it's a double R, which is an R in the official Spanish alphabet. But some people consider it a letter, some people don't. Whatever. An example would be ferrocarril. However, there are exceptions. If you're really enthusiastic or really excited about something, you might roll it anyway, even if it is just a single R. For example, like if the food was really good, I'd be like, oh, que rico, or que rica, which is really like typical Spanish enthusiasm. So whatever. I am not going to teach you how to roll your R's. I'm not going to do it because it's too complicated and I simply do not have the time. R. I don't know, you just flap it up and down, figure it out. There's like a billion tutorials on YouTube, just go ahead. Te. This is kind of just shortcut city for you at this point because lucky for you, te is very similar to de. In English, of course, we pronounce T's, which are very breathy. Tomorrow. If you say tomorrow and you put your hand in front of it, you feel all that air. You need to reduce that because you don't say tarea, you say tarea. In order to do that, once again, like the de, you just put your tongue more in between your teeth rather than behind the back of your front top teeth. Wow, that's really complicated. Go me. Instead of putting it behind here, you put them in between your two sets of teeth. You say, te. I would like some te, please. Te means tuna. No, what the hell? No, it does say. I meant to say tea. Te. I said it so confidently too. I was like, te means tuna. What the fuck? Turns out that I actually do not speak Spanish and this is all a lie. You guys can exit right now. X. This letter I would definitely like to brush up on because it can be quite tricky and it is a letter that is really irregular. For example, these two words are pretty much the same except for the first letter, but one is pronounced Lexico and one is pronounced Mexico. So they look the same pretty much. Why wouldn't they be pronounced the same? It can be pronounced ze, like xilófono, like ja, like in Mexico, or it can be pronounced like xa, like lexicon. Zeta. Zeta is fantastic because it actually behaves like se most of the time. I'm sure that in this giant language there's an exception maybe or two, but just treat it like a se. Aplicación. How do we apply it? So let's take a look back at that sentence that was said at the beginning of the video. Yo estaba cocinando, pero yo me corté el dedo. That was quite horrific. So applying the rules about consonants that we've reviewed today, let's hear that again. Yo estaba cocinando, pero yo me corté el dedo. Sounds better. Let's try a couple more sentences. ¿Has comido todos mis pastelitos? En nuestro planeta hay mucha contaminación. It may be tempting to say nuestro, but I promise you there has to be a little bit of a roll with the R. Not like nuestro, just nuestro. The R's in Spanish, most of the time they do sound a little bit more like a D, and that's just how it's gonna be. Yo era. I wouldn't say yo era, I would say yo era. That's just the way I look at it. I'm sure there's some linguists out there who would love to drag me right about now, but please don't. Please note that 1, developing a good accent does take time. 2, talking like this is not necessary, of course, to be fluent. Of course, it's a plus if you're looking to really, solidify your experience of the language. People are going to understand you just fine if you talk like a gringo. Even though it's not the most appreciated type of Spanish, we'll take it because we see that you're trying. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have learned something, and go ahead and subscribe if you want to, because you never know what you're going to get here, truly. Also, if you have some time to kill, or free time, or whatever you want to call it, go ahead and click somewhere on the screen. I'm sure I'll put it. I did the language hopping challenge. I am exhibiting all 4 of my languages that I speak in that video. Don't want to toot my own horn or nothing, but it was pretty cool. I don't know, but it was kind of a fun video for me to make. I'll be back soon with another video, and I think that is all. Hasta luego.